Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. I've always maintained that William Ruto and his team always thrives on propaganda. And speaking today in Kisii, William Ruto badly roasted himself and exposed the propaganda I've been talking about. Listen to William Ruto very keenly, after which, as usual, we'll dissect his remarks for Kenyans to understand the propaganda.
Tunaanza na taarifa ambapo Rais William Ruto anasema kuwa bei ya mafuta ya petroli itazidi kushuka na gharama ya maisha hatimaye pia kushuka. Akizungumza katika kaunti ya Kisii, Rais Ruto amedokeza kuwa serikali yake itahakikisha kuwa kila Mkenya ana uwezo wa kujimudu kimaisha, huku bei za bidhaa zikitarajiwa kushuka. Stephen Leto na taarifa zaidi.
Rais William Ruto alijumuika na waumini katika misa iliyoandaliwa katika shule ya upili ya Cardinal Otunga, kaunti ya Kisii. Rais Ruto alitumia fursa hiyo kuwahimiza Wakenya kuwa na utulivu, kwani bei ya mafuta ya petroli inazidi kupungua.
Bei niliwaambia last month bei ya mafuta itakuja chini. Si ndio? Imekuja chini. Nawaambia tena mwezi ujao bei ya mafuta itakuja chini.
Hata hivyo, rais amewaelezea Wakenya kuwa hana uwezo wowote wa kushusha bei ya mafuta, kwani bei yake ukadiriwa ughaibuni na mataifa mengine.
Lakini msinipigie makofi, kwa sababu hakuna kazi mimi nimefanya ndio bei ya mafuta ikateremka. I did nothing. Hakuna kazi nimefanya, askofu. Umenisaidia tu kunipigia makofi bure. Hakuna kitu mimi nimefanya. Kwa sababu hii bei ya mafuta sio mimi napandisha na kuteremsha. Kuna watu wengine wako na oil huko ndio wanatuletea bei kila mwezi. So ile kitu tu mimi nawatangazia ni wale ambao wanatoa hii mafuta wamepunguza bei. So inazidi na kupungua.
Kadhalika, Rais Ruto ametetea tena safari zake za ng'ambo.
Kenya ama Nairobi ndio city duniani mzima watu wanatarajia kutembelea. Na ikuji hivi ati kwa sababu nimezunguka kwa kijiji. Nimezungusha mambo ya Kenya duniani. Hakuna forum sijaenda naambia tangazia watu Kenya ndio nchi.
The remarks by William Ruto are not only contradictory but full of propaganda. The contradiction is this. He's saying that last month he promised Kenyans that bei ya mafuta itarudi chini na imerudi chini. And is also promising that come next month, bei ya mafuta itarudi chini. And then from the same breath, he's saying that these prices are not being controlled by him, but by outsiders. If the prices are not being controlled by him, why is he now then promising Kenyans and even insisting that the prices will come down come next month? I see that as a contradiction. William Ruto does not understand what he's saying. The truth is this. The price of crude oil globally has come down. So if it was not for the so many taxes and levies William Ruto is charging on Kenyans, the prices could have been way too lower than they are today in Kenya. When Uhuru Kenyatta was the president, that's last year, the price of the global fuel prices were $122 per barrel. 122 per barrel. Pump prices at that time were Kenya shillings 159 per liter. And Kenyans should understand that. In William Ruto's government, global fuel prices $69 per barrel. Pump fuel prices $213 per liter. You get it that when Uhuru Kenyatta was the president, globally the prices were almost 2 times than they are today. And at that time, the prices were only 159 per liter. Now that the pump prices globally are almost a half, the price has almost doubled. This is the true price that Kenyans should be buying fuel at the pump right now. $122 equals to 159 shillings. $69 is equals to what? If you do that mathematics, you get it that the true price now, if it was not for these taxes and the corruption and the levies, Kenyans ought to buying 1 liter of petrol today at Kenya shillings 89.926. Not the 200 Kenya shillings, not the over 200 Kenya shillings, we are being told. So as I talk, a liter of petrol ought to be 89.926 Kenya shillings. You can just see the corruption and how William Ruto is injuring Kenyans. And from that speech again, William Ruto is also talking about Nairobi being the most preferred city, and is attributing that to the many foreign trips he has been making. That's now a propaganda, and it's a propaganda because even before William Ruto became the president, last year, 2022, in June, Nairobi was already the most preferred city in Africa. In fact, let me read for you this. Nairobi is the best city in Africa for expatriates according to a new survey. That was last year, June 14th, 2022. Before William Ruto became the president, Nairobi was already preferred, not because of William Ruto's many trips, as it's now saying. And then the story goes on to say this way. The story goes on to say this way. According to the latest City Global ranking, Kenya's capital has been ranked the best city to work in Africa and 12th globally. The 2021 Expert City ranking revealed Nairobi moved up 50 places from last year's ranking after receiving excellent results in the getting settled and finding houses index. According to the index ranking, expatriates rank Nairobi as the best country in Africa and 6th globally in the finance and housing index based on overall satisfaction with their financial institutions, disposable income, and affordability and ease of finding houses. So that was last year in June, before William Ruto became the president. Nairobi was already the best. And some of the factors that are also contributing to that, Kenyans are very friendly to these foreigners, not because of William Ruto. So if Ruto says that because Nairobi is now preferred because of his many trips, that's a propaganda meant to hoodwink Kenyans who are politically naive and are not informed at all. Nairobi was already the best even before William Ruto became the president. And looking on how William Ruto is running this government, in the coming years, I think Nairobi will lose that attractability simply because of the bad policies we are witnessing in this government. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. So the remarks, I feel, backfired very clearly in that Ruto has been exposed as a propagandist and is himself contradicting himself. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.